Good morning. Great Monday morning. Weather is fabulous. How about them ducks? And the beavers even managed to squeak one out, so that's pretty good. So, good morning. Thanks for clicking in. What I wanted to talk about, several things this morning. First of all, I was just previewing the numbers earlier this morning. October's sales, we don't have them all recorded yet, but it looks like October was another fabulous month, so congratulations to everybody on that. I've had a lot of questions on the potential tax extension, the $8,000 tax credit extension. I forwarded you an article last week about the potential because the Senate's working on that. It hasn't gone to the House to be worked on. Keep in mind the information I sent. I've had a lot of agents asking for the details on the extension and how exactly is it going to work. The answer is we don't know. Nobody knows yet because they haven't passed an extension. The Senate kind of has, but next what happens is the House has to, then they have to get together and dance, and then it goes to the president. So hopefully within the coming weeks, and it could be even the coming days, they'll get it extended. But right now there is no extension, so be real careful that you're putting information out there to potential clients that yes, there's an extension and here's how it works, because there isn't one yet, and we don't know how it works. So. And since it's a government, once it's even passed, we probably won't know how it works. But you can count on us. We'll get you the information as soon as we have it. The Dave Liniger Demand Success Tour, that's his 2-hour program up in Portland on November 18th. We've decided to offer motor coach transportation, which is very much like a really nice bus. So go ahead and sign up at the front desk if you plan on taking the motor coach up and back. There's no cost for that. Precision Funding's helping out with that, so we thank them for that. Just RSVP whether you're coming or not, and then whether you're planning on taking the motor coach up so we can get a head count. We'll have the motor coach, stop in Eugene and in Albany, and we'll even bring you home if you're good. So that's coming up. Business meeting tomorrow for Eugene. We've got a couple great things happening. There's been some upgrades to Remax.com that Heather will be going over, a couple quick upgrades. That'll take about 10 minutes of a couple things that we've found that people that know about them, although it's very few, are enjoying using that. And then also 203K loans. That's the rehab FHA loans. Starting to get more popular with houses that have been thrashed, whether it's been through short sale or foreclosure. So we've got Todd Zimmerman Precision. He's going to spend a few minutes talking about how those work or don't work and the good, the bad, and the ugly about those. So that's tomorrow at the Eugene meeting. It'll be a very similar program at the end of the month, fourth Tuesday of every month for the North offices. So lots of good information. So for you Eugene folks, plan on being there tomorrow morning at 8:30 at the Country Club. SWAT is back. SWAT, you might remember, is Sellers Wanting Another Touch. That's where a group of agents gets together and critiques. You bring one listing and each agent critiques it. Heather will be sending out emails on that. The Eugene SWAT meeting will be this Thursday, the 5th, and then on the 10th next week is the North SWAT meeting. So that'll meet in Albany this time. And so watch emails on that. There's a limited number of folks that can participate in that, or it just kind of gets unwieldy. But we haven't done it in a few months. It's really popular, so watch your email. You'll probably get one today or tomorrow from Heather on that. What else we got? Pam Rogers is doing the Kids Country Christmas. For those of you in Eugene know that Pam's done this year after year. She's looking for folks that want to donate teddy bears because she's giving all the kids teddy bears this year, so see Pam for that. That's a totally non-Remax thing that Pam just does every year just because she likes to do it. Helps kids in the community, partners up with Regal Cinemas so they can watch a movie and that type of thing, so it's a pretty cool deal. So see Pam if you want to help out with that in any way. My business tip of the week is more of a little story, and I'll try to keep it real brief here. It's probably been about a year ago, I have to admit. I was flying to Denver just for a Remax broker-owner thing for a 2-day thing, and whenever I fly, I always take all my realtor magazines that I've been accumulating all year, the ones that you stuff under your desk, and so I read them, and so I'm sitting there, and the seat was empty next to me on the plane, and I'm highlighting the stuff, and I'm ripping out pages when I want, and the flight attendant said, "Oh, you're in real estate," and I said, "Yeah, I am," and she said, "Oh, God, I'd love to buy a house," and I said, "Well, why don't you? I mean, the market is fabulous. Prices are down for buyers." She said, "Well, they're not lending any money." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, I've heard and I've read you can't get money to buy a house." And I said, "Well, yeah, you can get money if you've got decent credit." And she said, "Well, I don't have a down payment anyway." And I said, for 3.5% down, I gave her an example of a $200,000. She was floored that she could buy a house. I mean, absolutely floored. She had no idea that she could put 3.5% down and buy a house. And to me, that was kind of like, well, duh. But really, the duh's on us because, that was proper grammar, the duh's on us because she had no idea, and just by talking and visiting with people, she hopefully turned around and bought a house. The bad news is she's based out of Denver, so she didn't buy it from any of us here. But I guess the moral of the story and the business tip is make sure to talk up our profession, be talking to people, because there are things out there that we know are just, well, yes, of course you can get money for 3.5% down. Some people, it never even hits their radar, especially with all the bad news that's happening. So wear your name tag, wear a RE/MAX coat, wear a realtor pin, whatever you want, and try to instigate a few conversations. That might be good for a deal or two a year. Last thing we've got is birthdays. Renee Swartz has a birthday coming up on Thursday, November 5th, which is this Thursday. So happy birthday, Renee. And I think that's all I've got for this week. So enjoy the nice weather. It's supposed to be around for a few days.